We'll get back to football in a minute. We got a lot of guests coming up, including Brian Billick and Dan Marino on this as we head towards what will be a football weekend. The Garden has the Garden of Laughs, this event they have, which will be held at the Theater at Madison Square Garden for charity on March 28th, and it will feature a lot of comedians in this all-star comedy benefit to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. And they are announcing right now that they have added John Oliver to the group, the star of HBO's Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, along with Louis Black, Bill Burr, Dane Cook, Billy Gardell, J.B. Smooth, a cast of thousands, and it'll be hosted by my next guest, which is Steve Schirripa. Steve, welcome. How are you?
Hey, Mike. How are you, pal?
Good. How are you?
Everything's all right. Everything's all right. This is going to be a great event. And it's, like you said, March 28th. It's for the Garden of Laughs, which it benefits the Garden of Dreams Foundation, which is just a great thing that the Garden does for the kids. Over 500 events a year. Got a summer camp. They got a talent show. I've been to that. I've been to a bunch of these events. All the money goes to the kids, and we're going to raise a lot of money. We did this event 2 years ago, and it was a huge success. Again, March 28th, you can get tickets, at the Ticketmaster, GardenOfLaughs.com, or the Garden box office. And all these comics are great. I mean, I know all of these guys, and Louis Black we know, Bill Burr, hilarious comic out of Boston, Dane Cook, Billy Gardell from Mike and Molly, J.B. Smooth, John Oliver, and a whole bunch of other guests, Whoopi Goldberg. There'll be a lot of sports guys there, hockey players, ball players, baseball players. So it's going to be a good night, a really big night in New York.
And and I'll tell the folks again where they can get tickets. They can go to www.gardenoflaughs.com. You can get them at the Madison Square Garden or Radio City Music Hall or Beacon Theater box office. You can get them at Ticketmaster, charged by phone, 866-858-0008, 858-0008, ranging from $50 to $130 are available right now. They just added John Oliver. And next week on the program, before I get back to Steve, on the program next week, I'm going to give away 100 tickets.
Wow, that's great.
On the program to the fans so they can get to check this out. Now, you know your way around comedians, too, because people might not know, your days back in Vegas, you used to basically book comics, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what I used to do.
So you know your way about finding a comic, right?
Yeah, the Riviera. I started in 1986, a long time ago, and I've worked with a lot of these guys before, and I dealt with comics up until not that long ago, till 2010, actually. I was still a consultant to the hotel, so I've been around the comedy business. These guys are some of the best guys out there today, for real. I mean, these are all big acts. They're not getting paid a dime. They're happy to do it for this great cause, Nobody's getting paid anything. We're going to raise a lot of money. And I'm telling you, this is going to be one of those nights people are talking about in New York. It's going to be that good a show,
And right now, John Oliver is a very hot guy.
Yeah,
I mean, on HBO, he has, with his satire and the stuff he does on current events and politics and the news and everything, he's a very hot guy right now.
Absolutely. This is an all-star lineup. J.B. Smooth, you know him from, he was Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, he was
has
hilarious.
A show on MSG Network, and Louis Black has been around for a long time. And, I mean, these are really, really funny comics. And like I said, it's all for the kids. Plus, they, like last time we did it, Ray Romano was there and a bunch of other good comics. And then a lot of New York personalities and celebrities, and a lot of people came to introduce the acts, So it was a whole night of all kinds of good stuff going on. It was really fun, and it'll be a good night, a really good night. I think people are going to enjoy this.
And comics like to support each other anyway, right? They're pretty generous to each other.
Better than comics always help each other out. I mean, if there's a gig, they'll call, say, listen, I fell out. I think there's a club I'm playing. I'll get you in there. They're a much supportive group than maybe some other actors or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
And you will be there to be the ringmaster.
I'm hosting the thing.
Absolutely.
I don't have to be funny. These guys are funny, but I'm hosting it. I've been involved in the Garden of Dreams for a few years now, and I'll be there doing my little shtick, and it'll be okay.
Absolutely. And again, folks, it's a good night at the Garden for a very, very good cause at the theater at Madison Square Garden, Saturday, March 28th. You can get tickets at any of the box office that the Garden has that they deal with, Madison Square, Radio City, The Beacon, Ticketmaster, all the Ticketmaster outlets, charged by phone at 866-858-0008. And as I told you, next week we will give away on the program 100 tickets for the entire week, so folks will get a chance to go and have a great night. And again, John Oliver, Lewis Black, Bill Burr, Dane Cook, Billy Gardell, J.B. Smooth, and of course hosted by none other than Steve Schirripa. So it is a terrific night at the Garden coming up right as spring starts. We don't have to worry about any bad weather or anything else. It's a nice night. It's almost April, so it's a good time at the Garden. And, we don't have to worry about any nights where they're going to be booking basketball games there, so we don't have to worry about that right now.
I gotcha.
Maybe playoff. Maybe hockey games. Maybe hockey, but we're
I'm still a fan. Yes. I'm the last New York Knicks fan.
There you go. Well, listen, there's always hope. There's always hope. Well, listen, thanks for jumping on. We'll see you long before that, but thanks very much.
Thank you, buddy. Good
thanks for being a part of it. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
All right, so Steve Schirripa, and again, that will be March 28th. And next week on the show, we will, like we said, we're going to give away 100 tickets just to, we'll say be the 10th caller, 12th caller, whatever. For the very good cause, I purchased 100 tickets, and I'm going to give them to you guys so that you can go to the event that night and check it out. And again, good comics, very good comics, and John Oliver's become the headliner here because he's just added to the program. He's red hot, obviously, on HBO, so check it out. Their tickets are $50 to $130. You can get them at all the different box office and Ticketmaster, charged by phone, 866-858-0008. 0008, and all the Ticketmaster outlets for a very good cause. It is March 28th. Late March, just before we get to April, just before we get to, we're right when, the weather's starting to turn, you're going out, you want to get out of the house, you don't have to worry about snow or anything. Baseball season's right almost upon us. We're thinking about the Rangers and the playoffs this year at the Garden and stuff like that and all that. But here's a night at the theater on Saturday night, March 28th at 8 o'clock for the Garden of Laughs to really help the kids and really help all the charities that are involved with the Garden of Dreams, and they do a great job with that. And all the money, every bit of it, goes to the charity and to the kids, so it's for a very, very good cause. And as I said, next week we will give away 100 tickets on the show starting on Monday. We'll give away tickets each day next week until we've given away 100 tickets. So we will give away 50 pairs of 100 tickets next week. We'll give them away each day starting Monday. Back after this.